Hello, welcome back guys. I hope you're well. I hope everyone's doing good. Before we get started, remember in today's reading, only take what resonates, leave what does not. That does not just go for tarot, that goes for everything in your life, babe, okay? If you don't like something, say goodbye. Honestly, don't do that. Unless you can, you know what I'm saying? Like, be responsible, but also, if something does not resonate, you don't like that top, throw it away. Anyways, today's took a card, you guys. Did I ever tell you the love story of your next lover, partner, boyfriend, girlfriend, person? Okay. So, without further ado, here's a clip of the piles right now. All right, you guys, these are the three piles. We got group number 1 with the pink calcite, group 2 with the pearl bracelet, and group number 3 with the purple amethyst cluster. If you guys need a moment to meditate on which pile is calling your name, you guys are free to that right now. And if you would like to pick more than one pile, you guys are always welcome to do so. You guys have now picked your pile. Please go ahead and check out my description box. So I've left you guys timestamps for when your reading shall start. And with that, you guys, let's go and jump into today's pick a card. Hello, group number 1. Welcome to your guys' reading. I'm going to go ahead and start off with the zodiac dice, you guys. This is extra... I was gonna say this is extra dessert. It's not extra dessert, it is dessert. If your zodiac sign does not pop up, it's okay. Okay, this is just extra confirmation. Cancer. Just Cancer. Hello to my fellow Cancers. Pisces. I'm sorry, I have like half a cough drop in my mouth. My throat is really sore. Pisces and Leo. Hello Pisces, hello Leo. Sagittarius and Capricorn. Hello Sagittarius, hello Capricorn. Okay, guys, so the first card we have here is the 5 of Swords. I actually think I want to pull the rest of your tarot cards before we get into this. We have the 5 of Pentacles. Interesting. 5 of Swords, 5 of Pentacles. We have the World. We have the King of Pentacles. And we have the King of Wands. Okay. Okay, so first card, like I just said, the 5 of Swords. This is a lose-lose situation. If I'm being very honest with you, it seems like your next love story involves a lot of pain and discomfort. And I'm not saying that to scare anybody. This is just what I'm getting based on the cards that are here. So if that does not resonate, then just, pick a different pile or don't watch. But this is literally like a lose-lose situation. You don't win. The other people who are involved don't win. It just feels very negative and toxic, if I'm being honest with you. It feels like a situation where it's just not satisfying. I don't know if this is going to be like an ex that we're talking about, or a past relationship that we're talking about, or a very... I'm sorry, like I said, my throat's really sore. Or a situation in your career that is just draining and exhausting, and again, it's like a lose-lose situation. We also have the 5 of Pentacles here, and the 5 of Pentacles also indicates like a really crappy situation, you guys. The 5 of Pentacles indicates an energy that is very much connected to being alone and feeling forgotten, feeling like people don't give a freaking damn about you. If I'm being honest, it's financial loss and financial struggle. Now, because we're talking like this is a love story about your next, it's not that I think that this is how this love story is going to end up, especially based on the cards that are here in the tarot. But it does feel like you guys are going to have a very, I don't want to say tragic because that's a big word to use for the cards that are here, but it just feels very uncomfortable. It feels like you are starting this relationship off on a note of like trying to pull yourself back up from a pit, okay, if I'm being honest. It's like, it feels like you have dug yourself into a hole. And again, this could be a relationship that you're trying to get out of. This could be a job that is draining or just not paying you well. Perhaps you are struggling with like a lack of resources. I don't know. But the beginning of this reading, you guys, what you need to know, is heavy and it's gross and it's lonely and it's stressful, okay? So this may be like how you are meeting this person during this time of loneliness and stress and a lose-lose situation, and you feel like your life may be falling apart. And the reason why I'm saying you may be meeting your next person in this manner is because we do have the World here to kind of like break this reading up in the middle, and the World signifies a wrapping up of cycles. So what I'm seeing with this group 1 is very much an energy of like your next love story is starting off on a very heavy, stressful, horrible. I'm just gonna be honest, it's horrible. Like, I hate the 5 of Swords and I hate the 5 of Pentacles, especially together. It's just a bad energy. But the world is signifying that we are wrapping that up. We are saying goodbye, toodaloo, we're not dealing with you anymore. This is literally like an ending of cycles. So closing up chapters in our life, which I think is amazing and beautiful because it's literally like dead center in between the cards. And then after the world, we have some really positive cards. We have the King of Pentacles and the King of Wands. Starting off with the King of Pentacles. So sorry, you guys. Like I was saying though, the King of Pentacles, he's representing stability and groundedness and reliability, financial abundance, responsibility. He's a very reliable, dependable king. You can count on this king. He's very stable, you guys. So if I'm just being super, super honest, it seems like the love story of you and your next person, you guys are coming out of this horrible freaking energy of just like, I'm broke, or I'm struggling financially, or I feel like nobody in my life gives a freaking gosh dang about me. I'm in a lose-lose situation. It literally feels like, I don't want to say the sky is falling, but it just feels really, it feels like annoying energy. Like life is annoying. Life is treating me unfairly. I feel like I'm dealing with all this BS that I don't need to freaking deal with. That's what this feels like. I'm sorry. And then the world is coming in and like we are wrapping up that cycle. We're literally saying like, all right, this is done. I'm moving on. Or it's very possible that this person is playing a major role in us feeling motivated to wrap up that cycle, or acknowledging that this cycle in my life is now done. I'm not putting up with this past energy. We are walking into stability with this person. We are walking into a sense of groundedness and reliability, consistency, okay? We also have the King of Wands, and the King of Wands is confident energy, okay? We love the King of Wands because he is very charming. He's very charismatic. He is alluring. He's also he's known to be like a very physically attractive king. Passion plays a big role with this king. So the combination of these two kings together is giving me like a really strong masculine energy of groundedness, practicality, reliability, passion, charisma, okay? Someone who's really playful, someone who's enjoyable to be around. I think the combination of these two kings makes a really nice like energy. It's definitely a lot better than how we started off. So I'm seeing this as, again, your love story is starting on this note of heaviness or wrapping up this heaviness, right? And then moving into more of an energy of stability, moving more into an energy of passion, okay? Moving on, we have the Gambler. So you may have to take a gamble in this relationship, group one. It says a willingness to follow intuition even when others doubt you. There may be a need for you to follow your intuition when it comes to this person, group one. Here's the thing, all right? Nobody can tell you about your relationship besides like you. Like no one can say like, oh, well, I don't think that like, I don't like this quality. Like who gives a freaking gosh dang, Rebecca? Like we don't care. Like if I like this person, or if I'm sorry, Rebecca, if you're watching this, I apologize. But if I care about this person, if I am connected to this person, like who cares what your freaking opinion is? It does not matter. There may even be qualities about this person that may seem like on the surface as like, maybe that's a red flag. But once you dig deeper, you may see that this person is like not how it is that they may seem on the surface. So I'm seeing this as like, basically you have to trust your intuition when it comes to your next love story. When it comes to your next partner, you're gonna have to trust your intuition. You're gonna have to go into the situation perhaps feeling like, am I being silly? Of course you're being silly. Anytime we fall in love, we're being silly, you guys. Like there's no possible way for us to fall in love and to not put up some type of risk. So with this gamble, I'm seeing this as you are putting your heart on the line and you are willing to risk getting hurt, okay, for the possibility of like ultimate love. So that is really beautiful. I also see this as you being brave and like stepping out of your comfort zone. We have the Saboteur, okay, and it says, highlight your fear of self-empowerment and the changes it would bring to your life. Okay, so this is literally talking about that self-development, that change that's taking place with this world. Again, the world is wrapping up cycles, you guys, and we are stepping out of this freaking ucky, funky freaking energy of the Five of Pentacles and the Five of Swords. Like, I can't even explain. I'd rather the Tower come up. I'm gonna be very honest with you guys. I would prefer the Tower. I'd prefer the Ten of Swords. This is like, ugh. Bleh. I just hate it. So I'm so happy that this like change is coming up. This says we have to overcome fear. We have to overcome our fear, or some of you are like super in your mind when you meet this person, or super like overthinking the situation, or super overthinking this wrapping up of cycles that's going on in your life. And like, it honestly, you have to just take the risk. You need to feel empowered enough to trust your decision making, and you need to feel empowered enough to take a leap. This is literally connected to this gambler card, you guys. It literally says highlight your fear of self-empowerment and change. Okay, so like, we have to embrace change. We have to embrace change. I feel like if we want this relationship to blossom, if we want this next chapter in our life to begin, especially with this person, we have to embrace change. We have to embrace uncertainty. There's nothing like, change always requires a level of like us being uncertain, a level of chaos. Like, it just is what it is. And if you don't want change, then like, that's completely fine. Stay exactly how you are, right? There's no one who's going to force you to change. But at the same time, like, if we want to develop and we want to move forward, we have to be comfortable with things changing. We have attract, and it says set your intentions high and know you deserve to receive love, joy, and happiness. Set your intentions high, babe. Don't settle. People hate when I say that. Men especially hate when I say that. I don't give a freaking gosh dang. Set your intentions high. What you want is what you deserve. Period. Like, you know how many people are in this world, you guys? Do you honestly think that like, you have to settle? I swear to gosh dang, there was a turkey out there getting attacked. Okay, guys, like I was trying to say, don't settle, okay? Now, I'm not saying that like, we should have unrealistic expectations of humans, because humans are flawed and there's no such thing as a perfect human, right? But I'm saying, if being with somebody is making you miserable, or if being with somebody is making you think like, oh, I really wish I could go be with this person, or I really wish I could go be with somebody like this, no, don't settle, okay? That is my point. And again, to anybody who gets mad at that, I literally don't care. So you can keep your comments to yourself, because I do not give a damn. We have lessons from Mars. This is purely physical attraction, fire and passion, run fast and burn fast without other elements. This is not a problem, you guys, because we have the King of Pentacles here. When it's talking about fire burning fast, it's talking about passion. And I would emphasize this card more if the King of Pentacles was not here. This is literally the other element. The King of Wands is the fire element. The King of Pentacles is the earth element. So I see this as a long-lasting, passionate relationship. And the reason I'm saying that is because for this to come up in the way that it did, saying that we need other elements, we have earth here. So that is stability, that is groundedness. This connection has potential for long-lasting passion, long-lasting, because you need passion to sustain a relationship. And I know passion is not something that should be like the center focus of a relationship, or it should be something that like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I understand you need more than that, right? But to me, the way I'm reading this is like, your passion with this person will be long-standing, okay? Because of the earth energy being here. Oh, we have Uranus. This is radical change, you guys. We've already talked about this group one with the world card here, so that is not surprising. Radical change, things being shaken up, things perhaps being turned on their head a little bit. I think that's perfectly fine. Again, if you want things to change in your love life, or if you're wanting a new type of relationship, or a relationship that's unlike your past relationships, you have to be comfortable with things radically changing. We have fixed here. This is Taurus, Leo, Scorpio, and Aquarius. It says stability, persistence, loyalty, and dependability. This relationship is going to be a relationship in which you feel very safe. You are going to be able to rely on this person. Again, this is literally what I was talking about with this King of Pentacles here. Like, there's just so much stability and reliability within this connection. And sometimes, like, and I don't mean this to sound like a freaking, you know, whatever, but sometimes when things are stable, it could be a little boring, right? And maybe I'm being toxic, but you need a balance of like tension and stability. If there's no tension in a relationship, there can't be any passion, there can't be any like fire, right? So I'm seeing this as a very healthy balance between passion and stability. I'm seeing this as a healthy balance between excitement, yet we are reliable, which to me, those are the ingredients to curate a long-lasting relationship. Because if it's just fire, or if it's just tension, that's going to be toxic and that's going to explode. if it's just stable and it feels safe and there's nothing else there, why are you with that person if you feel nothing other than comfortability? And I know everyone has their like, okay, well, I want to feel comfortable. I get that. I want to be in love, right? So in order for me to be in love, I need to have some excitement. There needs to be some passion. And that doesn't mean toxicity, but there needs to be passion. So, okay. We have hoping. This is expecting, faith, and manifesting. You guys are manifesting this person, babe. Who are you manifesting right now, bestie? That is the person that's coming in, okay? Hoping. Also, those who continue to hope and believe in love are those who will receive love. People who give up on love, people who become bitter. You're never going to get love because you're bitter, because you hate men, because you hate women, because you hate both, because you hate people. You cannot have a healthy connection if you look at the world in the manner of like, all men are trash, all women are trash. Like, you're just not gonna. Who wants to date that? I don't. I'm sure you watching don't either, okay? Like, it's not an attractive quality. It's not an attractive energy. If you want love, you need to be love. You need to exude love. Continue to hope. Continue to have faith that there is somebody out there who will be an energetic match for yourself. And I'm not saying don't be cautious or have boundaries, okay? I did not say that. Please don't put words in my mouth. We have fantasy here. This says daydreaming, imagining, and fantasize, okay? So, again, this is kind of feeling like this is filling in that energy of the fire that was coming up, having a lot of fire in this connection, having a lot of passion in this connection. This person may fulfill a lot of fantasies, or you two may fulfill a lot of fantasies for each other, which I think, again, like, this is such a beautiful energy of, like, stability and change taking place, like radical change taking place in your life when you meet this person. Having, again, like this stability, this groundedness, this consistency, but also like there's so much passion here, there's so much fire here. And I really think that, like, if we have stability and we have passion, I think that we can work a relationship out. Like, I think that there is a road forward, right? I know that's not everything for a relationship, but I feel like those are two really, really important ingredients to have a long-lasting relationship. Also, communication, of course. Don't let pride get in your way. Full moon Leo. Ooh, okay, so pride may play a role in the issues taking place in this relationship. Please, you guys, please. Especially if you feel like you have to take a risk. Do not hesitate, or do not feel like I'm too good to take this risk, or I'm too this to take like, I feel like this whole, like, don't let pride get in your way is very much connected to the fact that you're gonna have to take a risk in the beginning of this relationship. You're gonna have to take a gamble, and some of you are not gonna be willing to do that because you're gonna be afraid, or because it's a pride thing. And look, do what you want. If you want to let pride get in the way, let pride get in the way. I support you living your life, but, like, that's what the cards are saying. We're going to read the cards as they are. There's fear here, you guys, around change. Okay? There's some fear around taking that leap. So maybe that is the pride or the thing that we need to address. Because sometimes pride could prevent us from wanting to change because we feel like, well, I'm perfect, or the way I do things is perfectly fine, or the way that I think about this is perfect. And then we don't have a desire to evolve and to change. And then without evolution, without change, we can't really progress forward. We become a rock if we don't change. Okay, we have lessons. It says this person is in your life to teach you a spiritual lesson. This lesson could be coming from that 5 of Swords or that 5 of Pentacles energy, learning that lesson and then being able to move forward and close out chapters. This could also be that this person is teaching you major spiritual lessons. This could be connected to the change that is coming into your life. We have stability here, which is not surprising. It says this relationship can stand the test of time, which is kind of something I've been saying this entire time. So the last card I have for you guys, is this okay? It's fine. We have surrender here. And it says, at times we must surrender to the old before something new can enter our lives. Let go and all will work out. Yeah. This may be, again, like what the pride is talking about. Some of you may really be struggling to let go of the past, or struggling to let go of certain habits or ideas or belief systems around love, around relationships. And when you meet your next partner, when you have this next love story, it's going to require a lot of surrender, a lot of trust, a lot of faith, okay? Not just in yourself, but in this other person and in the universe. I feel like there's stability to be had in this relationship. There's so much passion here, you guys, but there's also a massive amount of change. And people oftentimes get very, like, their feathers get ruffled when you say you have to change or your life is going to have to change. People don't like that. And I understand why, because it's uncomfortable. However, that is what's coming up in this reading. A major part of this love story, a major part of how you two are coming together is through massive, massive change and a risk that you are going to be taking, okay? So I hope this was helpful, you guys. I hope this is exciting for some of you. I know some of you are not going to like this. I'm sorry about that. But that is what I have for you guys. Thank you guys so much for allowing me to read for you today. I appreciate it. I love you, and I hope you have an amazing day. All right, bye. Hi, group 2. Welcome to your guys' reading. I'm going to go ahead and roll the dice. If you're new here, the dice is just extra confirmation. If your sign doesn't pop up, it's okay. It's just a we have Pisces and we have Taurus. Hello, Pisces. Hello, Taurus. Cancer and Taurus. Hello, Cancer. Hello, Taurus. Aquarius and Cancer. Hello, Cancer. Again, hello, Aquarius. So, I'm going to say this and everyone's going to go, "Aw, moans." We have the Six of Cups. Now, guys, I don't know if you read tarot, you know, like, tarot cards have definitions that are connected to the tarot cards. If you are new to tarot, you don't know that, so this may irritate you. But the Six of Cups talks about past energy, so I just gotta say it just to cover all my bases here. This could be an ex that we are talking about, okay? Now, if that's not the case, which for most of you is probably not, it could be, but I'm more so seeing this as like a past event. Perhaps an event that happened in childhood, maybe an event that happened in your teenage years or your preteen years, I don't know, but an event that may have happened early on in your life. And I feel like this event was very, and I'm not trying to like make this more serious than it needs to be, but for some of you, this was a very heavy, like serious event that took place that caused you a lot of trauma and it caused a lot of anxiety that was like long lasting. And this has changed or altered the way that you look at love and relationships. And I'm feeling like this next love story, this next person that you will be falling in love with, it's going to be affected by this past event. It's going to be affected by this anxiety. And I'm not saying that to like scare anybody or to make anyone feel like sad or anything. I'm really just seeing this as, again, like an energy of like past stuff coming up or regurgitating past stuff and it causing a lot of hurt and anxiety and like pain. I'm seeing this as you guys taking time out to heal yourself, to perhaps revisit things from your past or revisit certain traumas you may still be working through. Here's the thing, guys, like there are certain people or certain events that take place in our life that are very traumatizing that you don't get to just like be like, "Oh, I'm healed today." Like some wounds, unfortunately, we carry with us throughout our life, or some people do. Everybody's different. We could have the same exact wound and you could handle it differently than I handle it, right? So I don't want to put anybody in a box and say that like, "Oh, you will be healed when you meet your next lover." You don't have to be, but this is signifying a moment of rest and recharge. So I do feel like when you are going to be meeting this person that you are sharing this love story with, you are going to be in a place of healing. You are going to be in a place of, I need to take time and space for me to sit and to recharge and to really get grounded with my emotions and how I'm feeling. We have the Four of Cups here, and the Four of Cups indicates an energy of, it's an energy that's very much like, I'm not really interested in this thing, or I'm not really interested in what is being offered to me. It's an energy of just being disinterested. I'm just gonna be honest. I feel like at the time in which you meet your next lover, this person that you are going to be sharing this love story with, you're not going to be very interested. You're not going to be like jumping for joy. Again, I do feel like your view on relationships at this point will be altered to the point where you're just like, I don't want to say you're not excited about love, but you're just not going to jump at the opportunity to fall in love, right? Now, the beautiful thing about this is I do believe this opportunity or this offer of love is going to prove itself to be very abundant or prove itself to be very valuable. Because we have this Nine of Pentacles here, the Nine of Pentacles indicates luxury and abundance and like things being very valuable. So I'm just seeing this as someone wanting to pursue a relationship with you, or an offer to go on a date, or some type of like DM coming in, a flirtatious text, whatever it may be, and you not being very excited about this, or you being maybe even just like disinterested. And I don't necessarily think it's because of this person. I think it's just going to be because of where you're at in your life. You're more so focused on, again, like resting and recharging. But I do think this opportunity or this person coming in is going to prove themselves to be very valuable, to be very, very much this energy of the Nine of Pentacles, okay? It's giving me the energy of like, I'm not going to tell you how much I care about you. I'm not going to tell you that like I think the world of you. I'm going to show you. We have the Hermit. This says, seek solitude to focus internally on inner life, serves personal creativity. You guys are going to be in a very hermit energy when you meet this person or when this connection starts to blossom. Now, here's the thing. If you're wanting a relationship, you guys, if you're wanting to meet somebody, you have to get out of your house. Unless you want to go online dating, which I have to mention this because I hear so many people, and I feel like this is such a toxic take. I hear so many people go, you're not going to find a Lamborghini on a blah, 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 blah. Okay, we know you think you're a Lamborghini, okay? You are, babe. You're a Lamborghini. But 80% of marriages today, you guys, start from online dating. So, I don't know. You want to be the 20%, be the 20%. I literally support you so much with that. But if you're not going to leave your house, you need to put yourself out there some way. And if you're not doing that, then it's like, how this person, do you want this person to show up at your door? Do you want this person to move in next door and like be your neighbor? I don't know. This hermit energy is not necessarily saying that you are not on dating apps. This hermit energy is not necessarily saying that you aren't going out and like being a part of the world or society. This hermit energy is saying that if you are going out, if you are participating in dating apps, you are still focusing, your main focus is going to be internally. Your main focus is going to be on yourself. Your main focus is going to be on like, who am I? How can I better serve myself? How can I better build myself up? That is what the main focus will be, you guys, okay? And I know he's like sitting in his house, but like, it's just so freaking honest. Like, if you're not on dating apps and you're not going outside, or you're not like socializing, like how are you gonna meet somebody? Are you going to school? Like, how you gonna, I don't know. Some people want to meet someone like out of thin air, and all power to you. If you can do that, if you can get the love of your life to show up at your doorstep, please let me know. Okay. I want to hear it. I want to see it. I want to clap for you. Okay. We have students. So some of you may be meeting this person through education, through learning. This says humility and a devotion to knowledge, openness to lifelong learning. This is beautiful. This is magical. I feel like when you meet this person group two, you two are going to be very committed to learning about each other. You two will be very committed to growing both separately and together. I feel like this is a very huge staple in regards to being able to make a relationship last. If you are able to grow together, you will be able to overcome obstacles that come up against you. You'll be able to have a more long-lasting relationship. We have acceptance. It says accepting yourself and others as they are liberates patterns of resistance open to flow. Accepting yourself and accepting other people. You are a flawed person. Every single person on this planet is flawed. So if you are expecting perfection, you have to expect perfection from yourself as well. It's okay to be flawed, guys, right? It's okay that like people aren't perfect. It's okay that you're not perfect. It's okay that I'm not perfect. Like, this is such perfection, honestly, I feel like is a disease. I really feel like it's I don't want to say a mental disorder, because that's like, I'm not a doctor, but perfection really does feel very much like it's an unhealthy way of thinking, or it's an unhealthy way of living life, because it's just not obtainable for anybody. There's not a single person on this planet who will ever be able to obtain perfection. So be accepting of how things are. Be accepting. This could even be asking you to accept certain things about your past, and that does not mean that you have to move on, or you have to completely like say, oh, this traumatic thing happened to me, I don't care anymore. But in order to move on, you may have to release a little bit of anger. You may have to release a little bit of hurt to allow love back into your heart. My ears are ringing so hard. That's why I was holding my ear, you guys. I'm sorry. It was just like, oh, we have unexpected, and it says unexpected people, events, messages, travel, or situations. So this relationship may blossom in a very unexpected manner. Which makes sense, because like here with the Four of Cups, you guys, like this person's really just sitting under a tree, meditating. They're not expecting anything to pop up, and then boom, this hand in the cloud is like, hey baby, like let's go on a date, or like here's my heart, here's my love. So I see how this person or this love could blossom very unexpectedly. We have confusion, okay? So this is uncertain, unclear, and unsure. I feel like this is connected to this as well. This may also be connected to that Four of Swords, being unsure about what you want. I feel like with this card, when you meet this person, you may feel very skeptical. That is the word I feel like will be appropriate here. You may feel very skeptical. You may feel very like, I don't know about this. I don't know if this is like the path I'm trying to go down, if this is the right thing to do. What I want to say with this is I do feel like there will be, like, the confusion that is here will be illuminated. We also have this realizations, this is what I'm talking about. It says epiphanies, understandings, and awakenings. So you will go from the state of confusion about this person, or a state of like, I'm unsure about this relationship, or I'm unsure if I want to pursue this. And then I feel like you will have a light bulb moment where you see again, like how valuable this person is, or how valuable this relationship is. We have confessions. This is unveiling, coming clean, and messages. So you could have this realization about how valuable this person is, or how important this person is, through something that they say to you, or some type of confession they make. Maybe this is even you becoming very honest and raw with yourself about how it is that you feel about them. For some of you, you don't feel like you deserve love, and like that's why this is happening here. Like that's why this confusion is happening. Some of you like self-sabotage. When somebody comes into your life and they try to offer you love, there's giving, like I'm getting like self-sabotagey energy. And I'm not trying to like come at you sideways or be rude or be disrespectful, because I think a lot of the self-sabotaging is coming in from like early childhood learning, or early childhood development, or even like early relationships earlier on in your life. It feels like it feels like a protection or a defense mechanism is what I'm trying to find the word. So that's why I feel like this confusion is here, because it's like we realize that this person is somebody who has potential to give us love, or to give us the relationship that we want, but we're conflicted because we're trying. I feel like for some of you, you're trying to find faults in this person, and you will find faults in this person, and that's where the acceptance comes in. We have release. It says radical acceptance and surrender can help you let go. Please do this at your own time, group 2. This is not something that I'm ever going to pressure anybody to do. The cards are obviously encouraging you to do this. So listen to the cards, but also, like, coming from me, do this at your own time. Nobody can tell you to let go of something before you're ready to let go of it. Although I do believe personally that like the longer we hold on to something, the more like it's hurting us, like it's hindering us. You know what I'm saying? For example, let's just say somebody gets cheated on, right? And then they're angry and they're hurt and they don't trust people, and they try to move on to a different relationship, and they're so angry and they have such a lack of trust. And they're like, well, my ex did this to me, and that's why. And someone's like, well, get over it. And you're like, no, I don't need to get over it. I was hurt. But it's like, okay, but now you're affecting your current situation, and now you're unable to move on and be happy. So really, like, your ex is winning. Like, you're allowing your ex to win because you're ultimately not happy, and they're moved on. Like, they don't give a damn anymore. They're like, okay, I cheated on you. We're broken up. Bye. I'm living my life. And you're like angry and bitter and holding on to resentment. So it's not like I'm saying you have to let go if you're not ready to let go. But at the end of the day, if we hold on to anger and we hold on to resentment, and we don't allow love into our life, or we don't allow the possibility of newness coming into our life, then we're going to ultimately just hurt ourselves. And I don't know, if somebody were to cheat on me, like, I feel like the first thing I would do would be like, I'm going to find somebody who's a million times better than you, and I'm gonna love them, and I'm gonna trust them, and the relationship's gonna be magical and beautiful, and like, goodbye. Like, you don't deserve a single ounce of my energy after this. You know what I'm saying? So when we hold on to anger, I see it as us allowing the person who hurt us or who made us angry win. And I'm just too stubborn for that. Like, I just personally can't get down with that energy. So anyways, we have chemistry here. It says the attraction you feel is mutual. So this is beautiful. So some of you may be looking at the Four of Cups here and maybe going, oh, well, I'm denying this person because I'm not attracted to them. This is saying, like, you guys have chemistry here, which is why I'm saying, like, I think you're not excited about this offer because you're going to be in this energy of, like, I just want time by myself, or I'm not ready for a relationship. It's not due to a lack of chemistry or due to a lack of physical attraction. It's due to a lack of feeling, like, ready. Emotionally, mentally, spiritually, perhaps. The next card we have here is Sacred Union. It says, honor and treasure your relationship, for it's truly sacred. So you guys may be entering into this sacred union. I really feel like the majority of like this love story is very much connected to helping you heal and helping you accept the fact that like you're not a perfect person and nobody's ever going to be perfect, but that does not mean that you are not able to trust. That does not mean that like you can't be surprised. That doesn't mean that you're not worthy of love. I also feel like this relationship is going to be a relationship in which you are asked to step out of yourself or to step out of your hermit energy. Breaking down walls, I feel like, is also going to be something very major in this relationship. Learning together. Being open to humility. Being open to admit one's faults. There will be a lot of chemistry here. There will be a lot of like, again, I feel like this is just a very healing relationship. The message in this love reading is like healing, releasing, acceptance. I'm going to go ahead and pull from the bowl for you guys really quick. Oh no. We have bright eyes, starting over, which makes sense. We have the moon, which is connected to Cancer energy. Also emotions. Calling and text. We have a tech bro. Or a tech gal. I put tech bro, you guys, because it's like a... You guys know. But it could be a tech gal as well. Like, I just put tech... Anyways, whatever. We have J. Okay. We have spring. Newness. The spring is talking about, like, new growth. Spring comes after winter, you guys, right? So, your love story is the story of winter going into spring. Like, everything's dead and vacant, and we're sitting in our hermit mode, and then spring comes. We have long hair. This could be you or this other person. We have 22. This could be your age, your birthday, their age. Tattoos. And 20. Again, dates or ages. Obviously, keep it appropriate. That is what I have for you guys, group 2. I'm so sorry that you guys have been through this. And I hope I was not too harsh because I'm really not trying to be. I just think that you genuinely deserve love. And I think you shouldn't allow people or events that have hurt you in the past to hinder you or stop you from being happy, because I think you deserve better than that. And I know it's not as easy as it sounds. I literally know that. But you do deserve an opportunity to be happy. I feel like you owe that to yourself. So that's what I have, you guys. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. I love you. And I hope you have an amazing day. All right. Bye. Spicy group number 3. Welcome to your guys' reading. I'm going to go ahead and start with the dice, you guys. If you're new here, the dice is dessert. It's extra. If your sign doesn't show up, it's okay. We have Libra and we have Scorpio. Hello, Libra. Hello, Scorpio. We have Leo and Aquarius. Hello, Leo. Hello, Aquarius. Pisces and Leo. Okay, guys. So, the love story of your next person or your next love story. We have the 3 of Cups. This is talking about having a lot of fun. So I feel like you are going to be meeting this person around a time where you are going out, you are being social, you are having fun. I'm mainly seeing this though as like the relationship itself being a lot of fun. Especially because we have the Fool here, which we'll get to in a second. But yeah, that's what the 3 of Cups is talking about. It's joy, it's like celebration, but it's celebration in a more like casual way. I feel it's not like formal celebration. It's just like we're having fun, we're enjoying ourselves, we're having a good time. Okay, we also have the 3 of Pentacles, which I think is really interesting, you guys. And the 3 of Pentacles talks about working really well with other people. So the love story happening between you and this person, I feel like it's a love story that is, we have fun together, we can go out and have really good memories and laugh and play and be silly, but we can also like build something substantial together. That's hot. The Three of Pentacles talks about coming together with other people in order to build something outside of ourselves. So the way that I'm seeing this, group 3, is you and this person being able to really build this foundation for the relationship really strong. It feels like a beautiful combination of like work and play. So having like really serious moments in the relationship where you are putting in genuine effort and time and energy to create a strong, healthy relationship, but also not forgetting to have fun, not forgetting to play, not forgetting to be silly and goofy. Because I don't know if you guys have ever been in relationships where your guys' humor is not on the same level, or you guys just have different ways of communicating or different ways of like, because here's the thing, right? People always go like, oh, I want somebody funny, or I want somebody who knows how to have fun. But like, everyone's humor is super different, right? Everyone has different ways of communicating, different things that they think are, enjoyable. So I'm seeing this as you two being very compatible in regards to your humor, being very compatible in regards to how you like to have fun, potentially even how you like to communicate. I know this isn't a sword card, and I know the Three of Pentacles isn't a sword card either, but it's like work. So communication in a relationship is equaling like we are working on our communication, or we have really nice, solid communication. So yeah. You know what? The example I would give in regards to the humor is like somebody who has really dry humor and somebody who has really like, I don't want to say basic humor, but like the very blunt, like in your face, like I'm trying to be funny humor. You guys know what I'm talking about? I don't know how you would describe that, but like people who laugh at like very, I don't want to call it dumb humor, but like, I don't know. I guess I have very dry humor, and whenever, I'm like watching something or somebody's like, here, like, let me show you this, and the humor is like obvious, it's a lot less funny to me. Like, I like humor where it's like just very, very dry. Anyways, I'm sorry. Moving on, you guys, we have the Fool. So I'm really seeing this as this relationship taking you out of your comfort zone, taking you to new places and new horizons. I feel like this relationship is going to play a monumental role in regards to your growth, in regards to your development as an individual, because the Fool represents an energy that is very much just like, we are going to go on an adventure and we're going to expand. Anytime you are put on a path that you are unfamiliar with, you are forced to grow. There's no option. It's sink or swim. So I'm seeing this relationship really, I almost want to say challenge you in a very productive way. This person, I feel like, is going to challenge you in a very productive way and going to push you in a direction that I feel like ultimately is what is best for your soul and what is best for your development. You may also be developing this relationship at a time in which you are moving or you have recently moved. Yeah, okay. And then we have that transformation. This is amazing. In this particular reading, I feel like death is showing up to say you will not be the same person you were when you entered this relationship, which personally I can value. I can see like that's amazing, right? Anyone who can push you to grow or push you to change, I think that's such an amazing quality, because it's not easy, right? To invoke change in another person is not just an easy task. So I'm seeing this relationship as a relationship that will forever change you, that will forever alter the chemistry in your brain. I don't know, but it feels positive. It doesn't feel negative. For some of you, obviously, this could be negative because death can tend to be uncomfortable, or it can tend to be something that we have a little bit of fear around, right? But I don't think you should, because it feels like positive to me. It doesn't feel whatsoever negative. And sometimes death does feel negative, right? Depending on the other cards that are around it, sometimes death comes up and I'm like, oh, this doesn't feel good. But like in this context, it feels very positive. It feels very growth oriented. I'm sorry I keep taking sips of my tea, you guys. My throat is so sore. We have distance here, and it says there is too much distance to maintain this connection. Okay, that is not possible, you guys. Long distance relationships work if you are willing to make them work. If two people care about each other, and they both want to make it work, you will figure out how to make it work. I think the distance may be connected to this full energy. Again, this may be a relationship in which there will be traveling or moving involved, okay? Now, for some of you, there could be too much distance to have a desire to pursue the relationship. If that's the case, you could literally just stop watching now. But for everybody else who stays, if this is a long distance relationship, there's literally nothing that can stop you from pursuing this, or that can stop this relationship from moving forward if you both want it, right? If you're both willing to put in the work and effort, which we have that Three of Pentacles. This is signifying effort to build something, effort to build a strong, healthy foundation in the relationship. We also have the Fool, which indicates some type of adventure, some type of like momentum forward. We also have Death, which is signifying change. So I'm seeing this as a long distance relationship in which the distance is not permanent. This relationship, it literally says there's too much distance to maintain this connection. That's why we're going to close the distance, okay? I don't think that long distance relationships can be something that is like a forever thing, right? For some people, you know what? I take that back. For some people, 100%. If that's like what you want and like you're comfortable with that. But for most people, I think the goal in a long distance relationship is to close the gap. So I am seeing this as more so because, and the reason I'm saying this, you guys, it's not to like paint you a fairy tale. It's because the Fool is here and it's because Death is here. For me, it's signifying very much an energy of like change and transformation taking place within the relationship and being bold enough to go on this adventure or to take that leap to move, or for them to take the leap to move. Ooh. I'm sorry, there's butterrock, and I don't even know if I'm saying that right, root in the tea, and it's just, ugh. We have soul imprints, unsolved wounds, karmic patterns, inheritances, are affecting the situation. Let me reread that because I feel like I said that very broken. It says unsolved wounds, karmic patterns, and inheritances are affecting the situation. Okay, so yes, this is very possible, you guys, that there are like unsolved wounds in this relationship or unsolved things from the past that we are still working through. Karmic patterns. It could be that you guys are working out some type of karmic energy between the two of you. Again, I'm not really seeing this as negative, and I know this is more of a heavy card, but I'm just not seeing it as negative. I'm seeing it as like we are figuring out how to resolve our issues. I know it says unresolved wounds, but like that's just not what this reading feels like at all. It doesn't feel like there's unresolved wounds. It feels like things that are unresolved, we're figuring out how to work on that and how to resolve it. We have the King. This is enlightened, benevolent leadership, benefiting those in your charge, okay? So this relationship may be a relationship that feels very regal or very elevated, I want to say. And I'm not trying to place like a monarchy above regular people, you guys, but when we look at the stereotypical like energy of a king, he is somebody who is elevated. He is somebody who is better than the rest of society, right? And I'm not saying that that's true, you guys. I'm not saying that I believe in that. I'm just saying that is like what a king is supposed to be, or like what a king means throughout history. So that's why I'm saying it like that. I personally don't believe in like having a monarchy. No offense to the Brits. Like I think that y'all need that for your tourism, right? You guys, and tradition and like, you know, okay, whatever. Anyways, sorry if I offended my UK viewers or anybody else who has a monarchy in charge. I'm American. Forgive me. I'm ignorant. Anyways. Leadership, okay? Enlightened, benevolent leadership, benefiting those in your charge. So I'm seeing this as perhaps your partner or you being very good at taking leadership or charge. There's going to be one person in this relationship who's very good at leading the relationship. And I don't mean that in a traditional like masculine, feminine, like, oh, someone's a leader, someone's a follower, someone's dominant, someone's submissive. I mean more so as like somebody's going to be more so willing to guide or to push the relationship along, okay? Which... in any type of dynamic, you guys, even in friendships, in relationships with your family, like there is always going to be somebody who is willing to be the leader and to like push things along, the initiator, I guess I should say, because people get very like touchy about the leadership word and blah, 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 blah. We've got detective here. This says great powers of observation and intuition, desire to seek out truth. So what does a detective do? A detective sets his sights to solve a mystery, or sets his sights out to solve a problem. So again, I'm seeing this very much as this relationship, or somebody in this relationship, being very much willing to do a lot of the problem solving, or being willing to investigate issues in order to come up with a solution. Yeah, you know what, you guys, honestly, I'm really seeing this as somebody who's also very inquisitive and willing to like dive deep into somebody else's like wants and desires to understand like what they need in a relationship. This is feeling like not like shady. It's not feeling like a detective in regards to like, I'm gonna spy on you. It's feeling like a detective in regards to, I'm going to look for how it is that I can better this relationship outside of just like what you tell me to do. Seeking like how to solve problems, basically. And we have the Queen. This says radiates regal feminine. It uses her benevolent authority to protect others. Okay, the King and the Queen. Beautiful. I mean, masculine, feminine. Love that the most. I think what you guys should look at this, these two coming up together, as a balance in the relationship, right? A balance in the energies. However you want to split the energies, it's balanced, all right? I'm also seeing this, you guys, again, as somebody being very much willing to push the relationship along, or to be it's giving me like leader energy. Radiates the regal feminine, uses her benevolent authority to protect others. This could be a relationship you both feel very called to protect. Meaning, like, if there is issues, or if there are issues that occur, or when there are issues that occur, you don't just run and tell, like, your best friend or your mom and be like, oh my gosh, she did this, how dare she, you know? It's more of like, I want to protect my relationship and the sanctity and the sanctity of my relationship, so I'm not going to just go off and badmouth my partner to everybody. We have the divine masculine. This is yang energy. Yang energy, you guys, is energy that is proactive. So this is kind of what I was talking about. There's somebody here in this relationship who is going to, and I hate it because I just know there are people who are not going to allow me to speak generally about this. It's going to get in the very like weird energy, but I have to just say this because this is what the card is. Yang energy is energy that is, number one, masculine. Number two, it's energy that's going to push things along and progress things forward, okay? It's also energy that is very assertive and not, I don't want to say aggressive. Assertive, I think, is the word we'll stick with. So there's somebody here who's like showing up in this reading. I don't know if it's you or if it's this other person, but they have a very strong, assertive, motivated energy to push the relationship along, or to help guide the relationship. For example, if this is a long distance relationship, I feel like this person that we're talking about, whoever this divine masculine is going to be the person who's like, okay, so this is our plan. This is our like 6-month plan, our year plan to get it to the point where we can live closer to each other. Or this is the plan in regards to how we are going to visit. Now, if this is not a long distance relationship, I still see this person being somebody who is pushing the relationship along, okay? So if you are not the masculine energy in this connection, I don't want you to feel like you have to drive this relationship, because whoever this masculine energy is, or whoever this assertive energy is, this yang person, they are going to be the ones to push and develop this relationship, to pursue this relationship to the fullest, okay? And again, I know like people are going to be irritated that I'm like, there's a leader here, but there is somebody here in this reading who feels very assertive and very much like, I want to take charge and I want to, again, like progress this forward, which is not a bad thing, you guys. And obviously like you can split the responsibility of being the leader, but there's somebody here who has a very pungent energy of like pushing things forward. We have possibilities, and it could be the woman. I don't freaking know. There are masculine women in the world. Like, I'm not oblivious to that. We have possibilities here. This says free-spirited, adventure, and risks. So, oh, stop. Wait, I didn't even realize that, you guys. The freaking Fool is talking about being free-spirited, risk-taking, adventure. Like, that's literally what this is. So again, This relationship is going to invoke a lot of fun, a lot of play, a lot of adventure, you guys. And it may be that this other person is this like yang energy who is encouraging you to have more adventures, to have more fun, to be a little bit more of a risk taker. And that doesn't mean to be reckless. That just means taking educated or perhaps risks that are appropriate to your situation and your life, right? Okay. I feel like there is a world of possibilities. Like, I don't necessarily feel like there is a cap on this relationship. The cap is where you draw the line, right? Again, like, if two people want a relationship to work, you can figure out how to make the relationship work, especially because I feel like you both have complementing energies, whether it's masculine and feminine, feminine and feminine, masculine and masculine, whatever. Your guys' energies are very complementary of each other. We have longing. This is craving, aching, wanting, okay? This is positive in a relationship, right, guys? Craving, aching, wanting, a desire. So, love that, okay? You guys are obviously going to have a deep desire for each other, which is, I think, like the first step in a relationship. We have, okay, see guys, this is what I'm talking about. There's somebody here who's literally like so, I don't want to say aggressive because I feel like that's going to sound negative. When I use the word aggressive, I don't mean it in a negative way, you guys. But it's like assertive and it's like, no, this is pushing forward. So we have Mars here. This is Scorpio, Aries. It says move forward and defend self. There is somebody in this relationship, you guys, who is very passionate about this relationship, very passionate about this love story. And I feel like they will pull all the tricks out of their hat if they have to in order to make this relationship work. And that's not to say that you will be forced into this relationship, because this is not a forceful situation. But it feels very much like I'm willing to fight for this. I'm willing to sacrifice for this. I'm willing to go through mud for this relationship. There's one person here, and it could be both of you. Maybe it's both of you. I feel like it's one person here who is really, really willing to fight and sacrifice for this relationship big time. And the reason why I feel like this person's willing to do this, though, is because I feel like you guys, again, work really well together. This person recognizes that, or you recognize that. And you guys have a lot of fun together, which, I mean, is that super rare? No. Is it kind of rare? Yeah, to find someone you can work really well together with and have fun with. Like, that's not nothing. We have conjunction here as well. This says a union and merging coming together. This is what I was talking about. I don't really feel like the whole distance thing or whatever the hurdle in your guys' relationship is, I don't think it's that big of a deal, because I do feel like ultimately you two are so compatible and your energies complement each other so well. Whatever this obstacle is in this relationship or in this connection, again, the person here who is representing Yang, or the assertive energy, is going to be willing to like find solutions to the problem. Like, you guys are gonna find a solution to the gosh dang problem. And there is a problem here. I don't know if it's actual distance or if it's something else. Okay, it very well could be something else. It's not going to be distance for all of you whatsoever. But there is an obstacle in this relationship, in this connection. And you guys are going to have to figure out how to overcome this obstacle or overcome whatever's standing in the way. But I feel like, again, it's 100% doable, because whoever this Mars assertive Yang energy is, like, they are willing to put in the work. They are willing to fight for it, right? As long as you both are willing to fight for it, I feel like it's going to be fine. I really, really do. Okay, we have go slow. This makes sense. Go slow. Take your time to get to know each other. All right, so don't try to rush the relationship. This makes a lot of sense. Honestly, whenever this comes up, I just think of that Elvis song, the wise men sing. I can't help falling in love with you. You guys know this freaking song. Okay. Only fools rush in, right? Like, and here's the thing. There's no cap or there's no time on, like, when is the appropriate time to fall in love? Like, what is the appropriate... It's going to be different for every single person. But what the main thing you need to take from this card is, like, really get to know this person. Really divulge and, like, get to the point where you're able to be vulnerable and open with this person. Do your best to be this detective in regards to fully fleshing out this relationship. Don't just fall in love with a pretty face, guys. We have vulnerability, and it says you can be completely open with this person, which, yeah, I mean, I feel that. This feels like a healthy relationship, guys. Like, I don't know. It feels healthy. Again, there is an obstacle here, but I just don't feel like that obstacle is, again, if you both want the relationship and you're both willing to, like, do the work, I don't feel like the obstacle is going to be something that is, like, long-lasting or permanent, okay? Be willing to be open. The next card I have here is trust. This is such a beautiful painting or picture on the back. It feels really beautiful. It says transformation occurs through acceptance. Once you accept the current situation, you will automatically transform. Boom. So trust the situation, you guys. If you love this person, if you meet this person that I'm talking about, and you end up falling in love with them, and there is an obstacle, maybe you guys have different religions, maybe this person has a child, maybe you have a child, maybe there is financial issues, maybe there's distance. I don't know what it is. But whatever the obstacle is, if you love this person and this person is showing you that they love you through their actions, please do not be frightened by the obstacles that may show up, okay? Be willing and open to this transformation, you guys, because I do feel like ultimately those who choose this path, who choose this love, you will be able to resolve it. There is transformation here. We literally have the death, okay? So I want to pull from the bowl for you guys. Can I get some more messages for group 3 in regards to, we have very soon. A natural physique. We have a new start, which this makes sense to me. This completely feels like new energy, especially because the Fool is here, you guys. We have very soon. You may be meeting this person very soon, or you may have already met this person. We have large eyes. That could be you or them. We have comfort over fashion. Again, you or them. Handsome. Again, you or them. Potential. That's what this really is. This whole reading, like, there's so much potential for this to be a long-lasting love. But it just depends on, like, if both of you are willing to, like, overcome this obstacle. The possibilities are endless. But we have free will, right? So if you don't want to do it, or if they don't want to do it, then that's not good. But if you both are in a place where you both are willing to do the work and you're both willing to move forward, then I don't see how this will not end well. We have single. Okay, so for a lot of you watching this, you are single. I'm also, though, seeing this very much as an energy of, like, still being able to maintain your independence, still being able to maintain your individuality. I feel like oftentimes in a relationship, you can lose yourself very easily. And I feel like because you both have very strong personalities, I feel like that's why I'm trying to be very careful about, like, the masculine energy talk, because I feel like you both have super strong personalities. And I don't want to say there's, like, a power struggle here, but you both are very powerful people, okay? So I'm seeing it very much as, like, you are still able to be you and maintain your independence and maintain who it is that you are. And you're not going to lose yourself in this person, and vice versa, right? I want to get just a few more. Curvy / thick. Love. Ooh, sorry. Can I get a few more for group number 3? Ask questions, be more inquisitive. We have nerdy. Personally, I love nerds, and anyone who has ever dated me knows this to be very factual. Like, intelligent men are the only men I'm attracted to. Straight. This could be a hair texture, orientation, bold. Yeah, I feel like you both have very bold personalities. Very strong. It's giving me, like, a fire and fire. Smooth complexion. You or them. What is best for you, ? Maintaining that individuality. Unexpected. This love may happen very unexpectedly. This connection, this meeting may happen very unexpectedly, but that is what I have for you guys. Group number 3. Please let me know down below if this resonated or if you're excited. Thank you guys so much for allowing me to read for you today. I appreciate it. I love you guys, and I'll talk to you very soon. All right.